Cause he wanna lie. In life, I've been with me and passing through the city. I've been going through some things, trying to get my mind right. Push the bucket to the lip, push that mission to the finish. Gotta get the full control, gotta get my mind right. In life, I've been with midnight through the city. I've been going through some things, trying to get my mind right. Push the bucket to the lip, push that mission to the finish. Gotta get the full control, gotta get my mind right. Flashing on these high beams, she won't step beside me, even if I'm blinded.
What's going on, everybody? For everybody listening, man, put some ones in the chat. Let me know that you're there, because there will be people that watch the playback, and it'll definitely be dope. Even if you're watching the playback, man, put something in the chat, put some fires up, put some ones up. But we're definitely about fixing the Cowboys now. And for those that are Cowboy fans, you guys know how I feel about the running back position, getting the running game right. Again, that's what I've been on the last couple of years, and I think that we've dug out a nice little niche here. So right now we're at the 12th pick. You guys see what we're using PFF, and kind of pretty much made middle of the road for pretty much every one of these categories. Just because right now, right? And we're gonna do one where I do it, and then for those that are paying attention or that want to have some feedback, feel free to put your stuff in the comments. I'd appreciate it for sure. That way I know I'm not by myself here. But all right, man, let's get into it, man. So we're going to enter the draft, and you guys know how I feel about the running back position. I already told y'all. If Genty's staring me in the face, we're going BPA for most of this draft right here. Because we're in a position right now where, to me, despite what our quarterback says, I don't think we're very close. But with that being said, assuming that hopefully we honor free agency a little bit more in this draft, hopefully BPA is completing our team or well-rounding it or putting us over the hump with some of the things that we've done, and we're not going to the grocery store hungry. So, all right, so we're going to hit start the draft. And oh man, so let's take a look and see who is off the board. So Genty is off the board. Mason Graham is off the board. Abdul Carter's off the board. Luther Burden went a little bit earlier than I thought. Travis Hunter made it to 10. So right now we're looking at Will Johnson, James Pierce Jr. We're looking at Abuka. We're looking at Kelvin Banks. Warren. In this situation here, guys, more than likely, I probably would try and trade back and see who's offering what. And it looks like Pittsburgh is offering us 21 here. So we probably, like, what I would do here, just looking off of the guys that I see, I could go corner here because corner is a need, right? Will Johnson, his value here fell a lot more than what it is. Now, if you look at the Eagles and what they were able to do in the championship game, James Pierce, with the defensive line and adding him to what Micah Parsons does and what his strengths are as far as setting the edge and being able to, be that freak on the edge. James Pierce could be a good pick here. Could be, but I know that we have an offensive coach. Now, what I'm saying? I like these prospects. I don't love them. Josh Simmons, banged up leg. To me, I don't even care if he's cleared or not. I'm probably not touching him here, but if he's there when we draft back, that might be a different discussion. Tyler Warren, this right here, possibility. I'm in a position where I like a lot of these picks, but I don't love a lot of these picks, right? And then I got to keep my eye on these two right here, Matthew Golden, Omarion Hampton. If I'm trading back, these are picks that I love. So the same thing with all of these guys. So I think that trading back to 21 here is probably your best bet. So let's see what we can get out of it, right? Can I get another second round pick? Sure. Maybe I'll throw in a round 3, round 4 for next year. You know what I'm saying? These are things that you got to kind of think about. So I get a second round, or maybe I get a third round here, and see. Yeah, let's just see. Let's just roll the dice and see what we can get. Right. All right. So we got us an extra second round pick. We got a 121. So we got a fourth rounder. We got our fourth rounder back, and then we got a third rounder for next year. I'd say we smoked that, right? All right. So let's resume to the draft. All right. So Benjamin Morrison, which is another good corner. You got a D tackle on Walter Nolan right here, which I think in Shamar Stewart. These are very good picks. For me, based on what we were able to do and also getting an extra second round pick, I don't think I go running back here. I got to go best player available. And I think the best player available off of what we just did is more than likely your Walter Nolan here, especially for what we need. I know a lot of guys are going to hate it. It is what it is. We're going to draft Walter Nolan here because I got the extra second round pick and the extra fourth round pick. I know I'm going to get my running back. All right. So I know we got an offensive coach, but to me, I feel like in order for us to get what we need to get to, I think we're a lot closer to making this a great defense. And I see two guys that I love here. I see Jahad Campbell. I see JT Tuamalau, Xavier Watts. Again, we got an extra second round pick, which is a luxury, and we could go offense with the other one. If we're going best player available, it's to me, it's between these two right here, man. And I'm gonna see who's watching and whoever's leading the comments here. I know my guy Rome is sick right now, but trust me, dog. Trust me, it's gonna come full circle. Jahad Campbell, we need a linebacker. We just got a deep. I mean, if I'm going off of the things that we need, best player available, I got to go Jahad Campbell here. And look, guys, we cooking right now, to be honest with you. We got Walter Nolan. I mean, look, those the trenches for my trench guys, I know you guys are going to be happy about it, but look where we are. We got Caleb Johnson. Oh, look, Cam Scatterbo. Yeah, nah, I'm looking over that straight up. Yeah, Kyle Kennard, look, another edge, but we're not going to do that. We're not going to do that here. So I'm getting a little scary about what's on the receiver board, right? So let's take a look at what receivers are left, because at this point, we earned the extra luxury pick. So this is where I think if the Cowboys in the second round, you want to get, all right, I don't think he's going to be next, or he's not going to be there in the next round. To me, I'm looking at Jaden Higgins at this pick. You know what I'm saying? I think we got to go. I think now let's take a look at the running backs here. What's available still? Like you got Caleb Johnson, you got Travion Henderson still there, Quinshawn Judkins, right? I think you're in a good spot when it comes to running backs that's still available. Again, I'm running back guy, but how this draft fell, sometimes you got to be able to roll with the punches, right? You got to be able to roll with the punches. And so for here, I'm going to go ahead and get my receiver, Jaden Higgins. I really like the work that he's doing. I think that he's an excellent complement to your CeeDee Lamb here. And so I'm going to go with Jaden Higgins here. All right. So we're at 76. And let's take a look at what running backs are on the board still. Now, assuming we don't draft a guy, I have to make my pick at running back here. Because remember, I was able to get my fourth round pick back. But, you know what I'm saying? Love this guy right here. I love Devin Neal. I'm okay with him. I'm okay. But all this means is that I'm going to double back at running back later, which is a good thing because, look, doubling back could mean that you equal what that elite running back was. So what threw me off a little bit, like I said, Genty going off the board, but you got to be able to roll what the punches are. So I'm going to get Devin Neal here. Just going to get Devin Neal because I have to get a running back. Have to do that. All right, so now with the extra fourth round pick and us being able to supplement this draft, look, I'm looking at some of these best players that's still available. I got some of these quarterbacks on the board that I've been keeping my eye on because, like I told you guys, it's not about keeping Dak Prescott as comfortable now, and I think that will make him play better. Riley Leonard's one of those guys. Will Hunter's one of those guys. I'm not so high on Quinn there right now, but things could change. And we're looking on the list of guys. Look, Kyle McCord. So I think probably 150 is probably where you're looking at your quarterback. To me, right here, I probably hell, why not, man? Look, Riley Leonard has made some good plays, especially in the Senior Bowl. I would go Riley over Jalen here, but this isn't a bad pick. You know what I'm saying? It isn't a bad pick. So far, we've been able to get our defensive interior. We've been able to get us an edge. We've been able to get us a running back. We've been able to get us a receiver. I think I'm a roll of dice on Riley Leonard here. I'm a roll of dice on my quarterback, get my quarterback out the way. And now I'm looking at, okay, you got guards, you got DN. Like, I really like this kid right here, and I'm working on the short with Trevor, a TNA. Pretty good sleeper player right here, man. Really good. Kobe King, solid linebacker out of Penn State. I've seen some stuff on Nick Nash. I mean, we already got us a receiver, but we could go there again. I think right here you could kind of go your guard area, for my line people. You got I don't know much about Luke Condra right now, but I will. You know what I'm saying? Let's take a look. Run block grade 74.3, pass block grade had 800. Look how many snaps that he's had at right guard. So right guard is a position that I know that a lot of people are asking about, right? Let's go back to what is size, 6'4", 323. I'm just going to take a shot right here. I'm going to get us a guard. I'm going to get us a guard right here. All right. So look, Quinn's still looking at us right here, right? Still looking at us, right? And again, like another need that we could touch on is cornerback, right? Now I'm mad because Curtis is right here. And this right here is probably my sleeper pick at quarterback too. But I like Riley Leonard. Like the things that I like about Riley Leonard is Riley Leonard. He can run the football. He can make plays with his arm. He if you look at him, he's not going to win a whole bunch of accolades as far as all American. He's not going to win all they don't even have a conference, but if they did, he probably would win that. But he's gonna do things that I'm gonna run the ball when I need to. I'm gonna hit the open guy when I need to. He made it tough on Ohio State in that championship game. Ohio State was just a better team. But Riley Leonard, if you remember that first 18 play drive, he ran the ball a lot. So I think he could be the quarterback to push Cooper Rush off the roster. But do we double up on guard or do we go corner here? Let's take a look at Dorian Strong. Dorian Strong, 6'1", 185. Let's see. Primarily at corner. Took 683 snaps out there. And I'm going to tell you guys something about Virginia Tech when it comes to DBs. And I know you shouldn't be helmet watching and stuff like that, but I am helmet watching. And I had an opportunity to go out to Virginia Tech this past summer. Virginia Tech was jumping off the board at the Senior Bowl. So I like how they've been developing guys. I'm going to give Eberflus a corner, one of his own, and we're going to go Dorian Strong with that pick. And so look, we got another pick and we got another pick. Do you go corner again? Or do you go running back, right? Tootin. I like Tootin a lot. If you guys have paid attention to Tootin out of Virginia Tech, do tore up the Senior Bowl. Definitely did. But I also like the idea of Tim Smith, another defensive interior guy. I would say he's more of a 3 technique, looking at the snap alignment, the B gap. But being that we got that extra pick when we did, we can afford to be a little bit aggressive. Could go tight end right here if you really want to. I don't think we need to. I'm just gonna be a little bit aggressive because I like my guy in Tootin. I'm gonna get my running back Tootin, and then I'm gonna go back and I'm gonna get Tim Smith here. So we're beefing up. We're beefing up. We're beefing up the trenches. We're beefing up the trenches, and we're able to get some of these skill guys. So, damn, Taj Brooks was sitting there. This is one of my guys too. I'm not so high on Jordan James like everybody else is, but it is what it is. Luke Lachey, tight end out of Iowa. We possibly could if we're trying to get better at the run game. I like what we have at tight end right now. I'm not in love with it. I don't know exactly how Shady wants to use the tight end or how he envisions it, so it's a little bit tough there. We could go another offensive lineman. Man, I wish I had saved my quarterback pick because Rourke is just staring me in the face right now. That is one that I am going to. But I do like Maryland. I like Kadeen Prather. I wish that Ty Felton was still there. That's really the guy. But we got a 6'10", a 6'3", 210 receiver from Maryland here. I'm gonna get Kadeen Prather right there. So look, we're looking at our last picks here. Curtis Rourke is sitting right there again, bro. I mean, getting the extra picks, bro. Oh man, it's a little bit tough. You got some guys in there too. Marks had a good Senior Bowl. Jaquindon Jackson is just a big running back here, 6'2", 233. He's gonna be, when you guys look at him at the combine, he's gonna be somebody to look out for. I'm gonna take the tight end here. I mean, we could have gone safety. Let's take a look at Dean Clark and see what he offers. Right. I don't know much about him. Again, it's still early in the process. It is February 12th. We're not expected to know everybody that you're getting, every prospect or whatnot. But you know what? I'm going to go ahead and get Dean Clark. And my first call in undrafted free agency, if he's there, is going to be Curtis Rourke here. But I'm going to get Dean Clark out of Fresno State. And we're going to take a look at our draft. I don't know what we'll end up getting, what grade. They felt like we could have got Alec Menor over Jahad Campbell. But I think for the most part, we got an A- here. And I feel like we got so much better. Plus, keep in mind, next year, guys, we got a round 3 pick next year. So, in the chat, let me know what you guys think, man. How y'all feel? How y'all feel about this draft right here? And then, I'm gonna let you guys do what you do. Matter of fact, hey Rome, you got your phone, bro? You got your phone? Because look, I might just call you and put you on speaker, my guy. I might just call you and put you on speaker. Hey Rome, I know you in the chat, bro. Where you at, bro? Because I might just put you on speaker, bro. And we might just go through another draft. Let me know if y'all want to go through another draft, man. How y'all feel? What's up, Talk Your Talk? What's up, them KJs? What's up, man? How y'all feel? I'm gonna see if I can snapshot this draft right here. You know what I'm saying? So that the people can know what they missed out on. We're gonna go snipping tool. All right. All right, we snipped that one out. I'm also going to take a pick as well. I ain't gonna lie, I kind of feel like we cooked with this one. I feel like we cooked with this one. Most people now keep in mind, for the people that have been kind of following the draft, you know who these prospects are for the most part. Like I'm really happy about Tootin and being able to get Devin Neal. But more importantly, man, look at the first 2 picks. I know it's not sexy. And look, I know that it's in line with a lot of people. But keep in mind, I went into this thing leading with I want a running back. I want a running back. We doubled up at it. And there's still some guys we can call an undrafted free agency. And who knows what free agent running backs that we would sign. We're gonna do another. Let's do another and see how it feels or what it looks like. And then what I'll do is on Twitter, we'll share it. We'll share both of them and see what they end up being like. All right. Let's go. We're gonna enter the draft. All right, let's start. Oh, yes. Man, let me tell y'all the circles I will run around if Ashton Genty is staring us in the face right here, bro. I don't care nothing about no trade backs, no nothing. Turn the ticket in. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. And then you're going to tell me that my guy Jihad Campbell is there again? Now, the difference is, it's just like, all right, so I know what PFF is going to tell me. They're going to say Landon Jackson, like you can get another edge right here. And I totally agree with that. I think you can get your linebacker later. And you know what I'm saying? You're going to see some really good things out of him as far as his run defense and pass. And guess what? We need to be able to stop the run. He's 6'7", 280 pounds. So I'm going to ask the chat, man, because I'm looking at these three. Now, you got Restrepo. Let's take a look at the receivers that's available still, right? You got Restrepo, Savion, Higgins. See, because Higgins is here, this keeps me from crashing out and saying, I got to get Savion here. You know what I'm saying? Because Royals is still there, it keeps me from crashing out. Tej Johnson, I know he's smaller, but we could do some things with that, man. We really can, and I know that Shotty can do some things with some smaller receivers. Torrey Horton, I just remember that game he tore Travis Hunter up. I do remember that last year. You know what I'm saying? But then it gets a little crazy. So I don't think you can go past 76 without getting a receiver based on what we just did. But let me check the chat right now. Let me check the chat. All right, nobody said nothing, so I'm going to make my pick, man. Nobody said nothing, so I'm going to make my pick. I'm going to go with what Jerry would do. What would Jerry do? Oh, my bad, y'all. My bad, y'all. Somebody called me real fast, you know, because we're going to go, much as I love Jihad Campbell, I'm going to go with the edge here. We're going to go Landon Jackson. We're going to add another edge. Oh, Ransom is here. But you know what, guys? I have to go receiver here because we don't have a 4th round pick. And we're looking at Tej Johnson, Trey Harris. Now it's like, would you rather the speed and have a guy that's open and a guy that you can have a toy, or would you rather have a bigger type of receiver? Now, the one thing that I will say about this is Trey Harris, while I believe that he's a better player than Mingo and a better player than Tolbert, we don't have nobody like this. As much as y'all are going to say Turpin is not that, bro. Turpin is not that. The gap is so much further away from where he is to Turpin than he is to Tolbert and Mingo. So for me personally, I would go here. That's just me. But you know, I'm gonna ask you guys, for the people that are watching, would you go Trey Harris, who got a little side, who got, you know, 6'3", 210. And he's a good player. He's a really good player. Or you going Tej Johnson, who has a lot of production over the last couple of years. You know, he's going to be smaller. He's 5'10", 165, but you're looking at a possible 4'3", 4'2" type guy. And I've heard that he ran a 4.28 on a good day. That's what I heard. You know what I'm saying? Like, are we looking at speed, or are we looking at, you know, more of a bigger X type? You guys let me know. Okay, Eli says somebody that can get open. And keep in mind, though, like, here's the thing about it, right? It's all about what Dak's preference is. I think if they're sitting here, they're going to ask Dak, all right, Dak, we got to get a receiver. Which one do you want? They leave it up to Dak. Dak gonna say Jalen Noel. Dak gonna say something like that. But I think I just need some unadulterated a skill guy with speed. And I'm going to add that to what CD has. I can still add a bigger body later on. You know what I'm saying? I'm still going to keep my eye on my Ty Felton type right here because we could double up at receiver as well. All right, bro. I'm just going to go with production. I'm going to go with skill. Oh, yeah. So, hey, excellent point. New coaches from Oregon. Tony, thank you for making this so much easier, bro, because I was really struggling. Comment of the day so far. Good job. We're going to go Tez here. Thank you. Some excellent feedback. I told y'all I would listen to y'all, man. People didn't think I would listen. They didn't think. Now, look, in a perfect world here, I know we didn't get a corner. Maybe we buy one, but we got our back, right? We could double up at back if we want, which I wouldn't do right now with how this thing is going. You got another edge right here. Look, we got us a running back. We got us an edge. All right, let's hold on. It'll tell you, oh, this is new right here. So look, we got us an edge, we got a receiver, we got a running back. Man, now the board is open. For me, I don't think I hesitate, and I think I just turn this card in right here. I don't think I hesitate at all. There might be somebody out there who does, you know what I'm saying, for whatever reason. I think that we need a quarterback. You know what I'm saying? I don't know too much about this cornerback right here. I don't know so much about Elijah Huzzy right here. You know what I'm saying? I don't. Maybe in free agency we help Eberflus get some of the guys that we want to get, but also keep in mind, guys, we stocked a lot of groceries last year on the defensive side of the ball. We did. You know what I'm saying? So we got to give those guys the opportunity too. And they're good players. You got Maris, little foul. I think the real only needs that you need over there is linebacker and safety in depth. And then I think at D tackle, you got to attack that in free agency if you can. But this is a really good class, though. This is a really good class. This is a really, 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 really good class, which might mean you could push those guys back. But I'm going to turn it in. I'm getting Jackson Dart right there. It just is what it is. All right. So now we're looking. Somebody said OG, O tackle. And see, here's the thing that I feel about the guard and the tackle position ain't flexing. I feel like offensive line, which is kind of crazy, is probably our best unit as a team that we have as far as players go. Now, we brought in an offensive line coach. We did. We brought in a OC that's really good at that. That's really good at, building with what you have. That hold on. Rome said something. Hold on. What can't we do? Both draft one and sign one. Absolutely. You know what I'm saying? And that goes for offensive line too, bro. That goes for offensive line as well. So right now, where I'm at, I think I would go my D tackle here. I think I would go D tackle here, personally. I think I would go Tim Smith here. We already went quarterback. Now, Kyle Monangai, this right here, I think I'm going to go D tackle because I don't want my D tackle to go. But if Kyle Monangai is right there, I'm going to get Kyle with the next pick. And he is. And I'm getting Kyle with the next pick. Like, I got Genty and Kyle Monangai. That's already two times better backfield right now than it was last year. It's already better. We got better there. And I don't know too much about Emory Jones here, but it doesn't look good. And here's the one thing that I do know, and I follow my guy Vach. I follow Vach, and I know that it's not a really good offensive tackle draft. So what that might mean is you might have to go lineman in free agency because you got some guys with experience. They might have some traits that make a little bit more sense, and I think it would be beneficial to do it that way because we have enough youth on the offensive line. So I don't know that picking an offensive lineman here and adding more youth there actually helps you. I think you need more of a veteran presence. And then, guys, keep in mind, too, this. I know we were down on Zach Martin last year. I know the injuries played a part in that. I think injuries played more part in it than him falling off a cliff due to age. We're going to bring in, we're going to actually have a scheme and a system this time. So I'd feel better about running it back with Zach Martin than I would any veteran off the street. That's just me. Y'all can let me know if I'm crazy in the head. I do love Brock Hoffman. Love him to death. Guess what? He's under contract for another year. And then you can worry about that later on down the line. You can worry about that later on down the line. But for me, I'd run it back. I'd rather run it back, making some numbers and stuff shake with Zach Martin. And I think it'd be easier on the books. And he's better than any veteran you're going to bring in here. It's just the truth for the value and stuff like that. I'd rather run it back with Zach with the scheme and you know what you got in a player than going out and getting somebody. But that's just me, you know. And it's funny that Ain't Flexing just said that because I was thinking it without even looking there. So that's where I'm at with that. All right, so let's go back to the draft. Probably we already got our backs, bro. I'm not touching another back. It's my receiver off the board. It's Felton off the board. I gotta get Felton. Here, guys. I gotta get him here. I know that it goes against what BPA is. Actually, you know what? I still could go tackle here. And Jack Nelson out of Wisconsin. Yeah, I still could do that. It's either Jack Nelson or get Ty Felton. I'm telling y'all, this dude can go. I probably would get a bad grade, but I don't think he's going to be there. I don't think he'll be there at 188. I just don't. I'm going to trust my gut here, y'all. I'm going to go Ty Felton here, Maryland. And trust me, y'all will thank me tomorrow. Y'all will thank me. Look, see Jack Nelson's there, and I'll just go Jack Nelson. All right, and then we got our last pick. This ain't going to happen, y'all. I'm going to tell y'all that straight up. This is not going to happen. But if it's sitting like that or whatnot, right? I think what I would do here, I probably would go to tight end. I probably would go Luke Lachey from Iowa here. But let me see what D tackles is on the board. Ty Robinson from let me look at my picks right now. I got an edge. I might go defensive interior. Also, keep in mind, man, undrafted guys, shoot, it's gonna be the same way. It's gonna be the same way with these interior guys too. Let's take a look at what some of these defensive interior guys are. It's probably gonna be even worse for them. Look, Howard Cross is here. Howard Cross is a really good player, y'all. This is a really good player out of Notre Dame. The reason I know that, I helped my son with the project or in the national championship, and we were looking at the best players from each side. Howard Cross is a good player for Notre Dame. Ty Robinson, this is probably who I'd go here. And there's nothing wrong. Like, I'd much rather get a defensive interior guy right here in a deep class. I don't know much about Cameron Jackson. I don't, but 6'6", 342. Let's see let's see where he plays. Oh, okay. A and B gap. I like the flexibility here. This flexibility right here tells me a lot, right? Look at his run defense grade. I think I'm going to get Cameron here. Doom. That's right. Pink T-shirts, baby. Pink T-shirts. We're going Cameron Jackson with the last pick in this draft. They ain't like Tim Smith, but I feel like we made up. See, they ain't like Ty Felton here. I love Ty Felton here. I had to. When y'all get an opportunity, go check the film. The film is not going to match up to this right here. Quite frankly, I think his speed might be an issue, but this dude right here can flat out go. Flat out go, guys. He can flat out go. Straight up. Straight up, man. So I'm happy with both drafts. and I'm gonna put both of them up on Twitter, and we'll see how people feel about it. But I feel like we smoked both of them. Big Star said Zach Martin is a free agent, though. I think that they can do. I know he has some voidable years, so I don't know what they can do with that. But I'm pretty sure if he came back, Zach, like I said, I would trust Zach Martin as a free agent, even if he was, than anybody else that's out there. You know what I'm saying? Jimmy Torres said Puerto Rico in the house, Dallas Cowboys for life. So let me know what y'all think in the comment section about both drafts. Also, man, you know, I'm not against this at all. My email, let me see if I could put it on the banner. Let me see if I could put it on the banner, because I love to see what some of y'all drafts end up being like. Here's my email address, dmvdallascowboys@gmail.com. You know, feel free to send me some of your drafts. Also, send me some of yours or what you're able to pull up on Twitter as well. My Twitter handle is, let me see if I can make a banner for that. I need to make a banner for that. But it is I'm going to make that real fast, real time. Sorry, guys. All right. This is my Twitter handle, DMV Fanatic 1. So if you guys are on X, or Twitter, or whatnot, you know, feel free to send me your drafts there as well. Like, comment, subscribe, man. If you haven't liked this, you know, feel free to like it on the way out. You know what I'm saying? It's free currency. It helps people know that I'm here. I plan on doing this if I can, you know, every week, maybe semi-weekly. I know that next week is going to be the combine. I'm excited about it. Just got word that my boy Tuck is going to be covering the combine. So I'm excited for him. Very, very excited. You know, very excited about the things that we're going to do as an organization. Now, what I will tell you guys is, I know Dak Prescott had some press conference yesterday. It was at, I think, not so much a press conference, but they got him in the walk-off or for a cancer event that him and Troy Aikman, they do every year. And to me, it sounded more of the same. I'm taking everything with a grain of salt for now. I know there are people defending like what you want your quarterback to say or this or that. I just know it sounds a lot like last year. So I'm not going to hold it against him. The competitor in him is supposed to do what he's supposed to do. I'm just saying I'm no longer moved by those things. Those things don't move me anymore. The things that move me is our front office moving different. We got to move different if we want different results. And what Dak did yesterday is the same thing he did the year before, probably the year before that. So it's nothing different. Nothing has changed. My needle isn't moved. But I appreciate y'all for stopping by. I'm gonna, you know, start my work day off. I wanted to get this done before work. You know, I'm gonna drink my coffee, and before we go, man, I want to say, how about them Cowboys? Now, let me see if I can cue up this outro for y'all, because I know people love the outro. People love the outro, and we out. Peace.
I can't feel the pain, I'm numb to all you say. To keep it real and stay 100 through the rain. I can feel there's something missing from your face. To keep it real and stay 100 in your veins. Put me in these boxes, still I'm trying to break away. I just roll it up and down some liquor for my pain. Thoughts inside my head, it's nightmares instead of some dreams. I've been trying to hold on to everything from the seams. Try to get it by any means. There's no accepting defeat with all this pressure that's on me. Trusting whenever I breathe, cause everything is on me. If everybody is down, I gotta pick up all the pieces. Yeah, I can't fall, cause I do it for my daughter, so she can make it farther. Ain't worry about your comments, cause I believe in karma. No time for your bullshit or any